is short, and I have Brakefield and Berkey, Rox, and Charles here, and we're going to be talking about their new book that's coming out at the end of March called Enigma Tracer. So you guys, hey, how you guys doing? It's been so long.
Oh,
Amy, we are so ready for this.
Yeah, we need our prop.
Oh. Oh, I love it.
We're changing into our writing disguise. So there it is.
I love it.
Techno thriller by night. There it is.
I love it. It takes me back to my wedding where I had a sign that said, "Don't be blinded by our love." And we passed out sunglasses just like that had Josh and Amy on the side with our wedding date on it. So I love it. I love that.
Nice. I like it.
Wonderful. So tell me about Enigma Tracer that's coming out at the end of March. So give me a little inside scoop about Enigma Tracer.
Okay. So you want to lead or you want? Okay, I'll take the lead on this one. We hit a writing impasse, as it were. So what we decided to do is let's take the Enigma Heirs from the series that we have the first 12 books in, and spin off a new thriller series where we've got the next generation inheriting the mantle of cyber justice, fighting the bad guys, and learning, because they're all quite young and all quite brilliant. So it was a fun exercise to be able to get them to the stage.
See, that's what I love. You guys never disappoint in your creative ideas. And I feel like in the genre that you write in, there's an ample amount of content and ideas for you guys to kind of pull from. And the fact that you guys kind of do these things for a living too, right? Which I think is amazing. So what made you want to kind of go in that different direction of Enigma Heirs, and kind of what does Enigma Heirs? Is that necessarily just the children of the art group, or what is that? Tell us a little bit of why you went that direction.
And it's a great question, Amy. So people that have followed us and read the Enigma series itself may recall that the very last book in the series, The Enigma Threat, actually had a picture on the cover that really was supposed to depict Gracie as a freshly launched leader of the World Bank. She's ready to go do a big speech on artificial intelligence and cryptocurrency in Europe when that book ended. And that's where we kind of got stuck as far as, well, let's be honest here. I didn't want to do book 13. And we decided we wanted to change it up and really have, the younger generation take over. So Gracie is actually a twin of JJ. And so their parents are still kind of in the background if they need to be called in for some special help or that sort of thing. But they kind of just wanted to kind of retire. And so Gracie is heading up the R group, and JJ is heading up the CATS teams, which is an abbreviation for Cyber Assassins Technology Services. So they can work together and leverage resources.
See, you guys always have these brilliant ideas. I feel like, to an extent, right? I know authors always say that their characters kind of become part of their family and an extension of them, right? And the way that you talk about them, I feel like they're real people that your BFFs, that, you're just longtime friends with and everything. And so when you break it down, you're like, one of them's going to head the R group and one's going to do the CATS group, and you give us, what CATS stand for. It's just fascinating that these ideas kind of come, right? I mean, I love technology, but not to the depth that you guys can and write about it. And you guys, in the way that you write, is so persuasive that I really get lost in the book. I kind of forget that it's not real, if that makes any sense, And that, to me, is my favorite kind of book, the one that really does take me out of reality and I can't tell the difference. It's a wonderful and scary thing. It's a wonderful and scary thing. So what was your writing process when you decided that you want to do Enigma Heirs and kind of let the original R group, as you kind of worded it, retire? What kind of made you want to go that direction, and what can we expect longer down the road from this series? Are we going to do another 12 books in the Enigma Heirs, or what are you looking at?
We won't do a 13. I can promise you that.
That's a good thing. 13 is not always everybody's favorite number. I understand. It can be scary number, actually. So I get it. I understand not wanting to do a 13 for sure.
Yeah. No, but the story was, it's kind of presented itself, and it gives us some a chance to be able to introduce some new wrinkles, I guess is the best way to put it. It's always a danger, and I've seen some of the remarks from reviewers who said they don't use the same formula. It's not the same. This always, we can count on them not using the, you used that, 5 books ago, and you're just dusting it off, and no. We spend a lot of time making sure that they're fresh, digestible, standalone books in the series, but always richer if they're read in sequence.
See, that's why I like the way that you guys write, because you guys have series, right? You have an entire Enigma series, right? That's Brakefield and Berkey. It's what you're known for. But they're also standalone, so I can pick up any number of your book, and I don't have to start at, the first one and go all the way down. I can kind of pick up and go and bounce around if I want, which to me is my favorite, because I feel like if you leave me hanging on one book and I got to pick up the next book and then you leave me hanging again, I'm going to be mad at you. I don't like cliffhangers. It's not my thing.
A lot of people really don't like that. And so Charles is right. We write them all as standalones. Each book in the Enigma series had a foundational threat or risk of technology. And technology, as you know, it changes every single day. You can't even keep up with the model of your phone anymore. You got to turn it over every 10 minutes. Okay, is this the current model? So we have an unending supply of threats that we can focus in on. So, one of the things you say is that you forget it's not real. Well, it's a story, but the technology is real, Amy. So don't.
No, it is. And I think that to me is what makes it so captivating, is because the technology is real and it's things that, have been experienced in present day or are currently going on or could potentially happen. Right. And so to me, I feel like that's one of the things that really just grabs a hold of you, and it really holds on to you throughout the entire book. And that's the kind of book I like to read, is one that's really going to captivate me and hold me in, because you guys know I have kids and it's chaotic at my house. And so I really just need to be taken somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes it to me so refreshing to have, but it's also scary, which I think is why you guys are in, classified as techno thrillers and stuff, because it is scary, the technology and the threats that can occur that happen in your book, but also in real life. And that's kind of where you get your inspiration. So you are right that it's never ending. Yeah. You can always come up with it. But have you guys, any of the, threats and things that you've written about in any of your books, have you guys had personal experience with that? Or is it something of a topic that fascinates you that you want to write about?
Well, it's a little bit of both. We're fascinated by it. And we see a lot of where people make mistakes. Oh, I can trust this email because it's coming in. We get penetration testers coming into the businesses that we've worked for, and actually try to break the system, try to get people to do something silly, or worse, stupid, but in a controlled mode, to be able to bring them back to reality and say, that was naughty, don't do it again, or otherwise we're going to write you up. So letting people just tailgate through the security systems when you go into a secure building, that's naughty. There's a lot of things that you shouldn't be doing. The same passwords every place that you log in. If I get one password, I've got all of them.
We've had different little tiny pokes, like Facebook got compromised, had to redo all the passwords on the app because for some stupid reason somebody got lucky. So passwords are that's such an easy target.
Yeah.
For hackers and stuff, that it's one area that we certainly do have like free downloads on our website, just to help people kind of over that hump.
See, I love that. Your website to me is a wealth of information. Just there's different terms and keywords and all of those things that you use in your book than just in everyday life. And so I absolutely love it. And you do have free downloads and everything. But Enigma Tracer is currently available for pre-order. Like I mentioned, it's going to be out the end of March. And so I am going to show the cover, and I want you to kind of explain the cover here before we run out of time. And for all of you guys watching, listening, watching the replay, you can go and grab your pre-order. It is going to be available at the end of March. But I want to kind of dive into the cover before we run out of time. So tell us a little bit about Enigma Tracer and the cover. Kind of set the setting for us a little bit.
So the cover is a very interesting cover. It's a little bit different. It's going to have its own little branding avenue, and that will hold true with Enigma Heirs as a series. So what you have on the cover is you have Gracie. She's trying to help out a friend and get some bad or goods on the bad guy to be able to put him into prison. He discovers that she's trying to do something and she becomes his target. And so there's a target symbol on that book to help emphasize that. Additionally, they're doing all of this while they're in the middle of the Caribbean. So now you have something happening on the high seas and you're on a cruise, and where do you run? Where do you hide? So that's what that cover is supposed to symbolize at this point in time.
See, I love it. You are going to make people, one, want to go on a cruise and be terrified of a cruise at the same time. I mean, it's just one of those things. And I thoroughly enjoy my cruises. Okay. So it's definitely one of those things. But you guys, we'll be back with some more of Brakefield and Berkey later on. But right now, Enigma Tracer is available for pre-order. So go and grab it for pre-order. It is 99 cents. But until next time, everybody, bye for now.